My name is Jamie Pedersen. I represent the 43rd Legislative District, which is the middle of Seattle, downtown, Capitol Hill, out to Madison Park and parts of the Central District, Montlake, Eastlake, South Lake Union, south of the Ship Canal, and then Fremont, Wallingford, the University District, and Laurelhurst, north of the Ship Canal. It's an interesting session for me because it's my first session as the majority leader, so I have to think both about what I care about and what my district cares about, and then also the needs of the larger state and of my caucus members. Happily, I find that all of those things are aligned this year, and that the most important priorities for me are, number one, around funding for public schools, making sure in particular that our kids with disabilities have full funding of special education, but also that our districts have the money for materials, supplies, and operating costs that they need to do their job of educating the 1.1 million kids in public schools, and that they have money for transportation to get kids to and from. The other big issue that's on the minds both of my constituents and of my caucus is housing, both affordability and stability. And so we're going to be working on the one hand, a rent stabilization bill that will help provide important protections for folks who are really vulnerable either to price gouging or potentially even to becoming homeless because of their inability to afford really dramatic rent increases that have happened. And then on the other hand, a package of measures that we hope will increase the supply of affordable housing. In the long term, I think we understand that there's no amount of taxpayer money that's going to build enough housing that it will really change the direction of rents in our state. The solution ultimately is to produce enough housing through the market as well as through the government that rents become more affordable and the supply and demand come closer to meeting each other. I am a musician in various ways, so I play the flute, and I do that pretty regularly at church. Most of my own performing in recent years, though, has been singing. So I've sung now for 29 years in Seattle Men's Chorus, and just finished up a run of holiday shows at Benaroya in Seattle, as well as the Everett Civic Auditorium and the Pantages Theater in Tacoma. And then I also sing and have sung for now nearly 40 years in the Yale Russian Chorus. And so I'm really looking forward to a little bit later on after session this year, going with one of my sons to Georgia and Armenia in the Caucasus Mountains and singing with the chorus there.